I would say that's about a perfect looking yoga room to walk into. Welcome to yoga, everybody. Child's pose. Tips of the big toes together. I was going to start with Brahmari, but a lot of you guys are already in child's pose. Tips of the big toes together. Separate the knees as wide as you comfortably can. Feel some space in your sacrum. I want to see the quality of your down dog in your child's pose, folks. I don't want limp, lifeless arms. Walk your hands down in front. Get a good hand lock. It's called a Hasta Bandha. The eyes are open during your hot yoga practice, or let's just say yoga practice. It begins with an inhale. Take a long, slow, huge inhale through the nose. It starts with the inhale, not the exhale, folks. Make the lungs big and full. Hold them big. And exhale into your yoga practice. Get soft and heavy, like I'm gently pulling you back from your sacrum and pressing you down lightly. Just sink into the earth. That's a good child's pose today. Be present. That's the yoga. We're learning to use the whole. Yoga is really about learning to use the whole mind, guys. It's not about postures. Just by being present, we're stimulating the right side of the brain. The two hemispheres of the brain start to communicate together, and before you know it, you're just more aware. So that's the goal. Be present, eyes on drishti, awareness on breath, present with the posture you're practicing. It's your very best posture. Big muscle groups support strong postures. Let's get into it. Come to hands and knees position. Hands and knees is a posture name, so moving with flow. The principle here is hear with the ears, do with the body. Not a lot of conversation with yourself about it. So eyes should be off the floor right now. You can't see yourself in the mirror. The eyes will be on someone's costume. Exhale, round your back, look into the navel. They call it cat-cow. Take your time here. Inhale slowly. It's about a 6-second inhale and exhale. Open up the chest, so look up. I want a nice strong base. We're not bending the elbows or moving the shoulders from the wrists. Exhale, always stacking the joints. So slow down. Try to find the rhythm. So use the whole time. Use the rhythm. Play with the band. Inhale. Hear it. It's like a dance. You can hear the rhythm of the class, guys. You can feel the rhythm of the class. Exhale. Round the back. I want that to start more from the middle back for some of you. Inhale. And this is yoga right now, folks. If you're waiting for something else to happen, you're not practicing your yoga. Open it up. Exhale. Inhale. Patient. Slow down just a little bit. Exhale. Inhale. So go move with my flow. If you think it's fast, that's all right. Take your time fast. Exhale. In Kundalini yoga, they do this really, 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 really fast. Inhale. Doesn't look healthy to me. No self-talk, no anticipation, please. Exhale, round the back, from the middle back, fall into the gap. Fall right into the gap. Let it be still, indifferent. And let the breath return to normal. Look into the front of the yoga room, engage your core strength. Third eye drishti if you can see yourself in the mirror, otherwise someone's costume. Again, drishti is a really important part of this yoga, folks, where you're looking. Engage your core and bring the right arm forward and left leg back. Engage the core first, always making a solid base. And there's no judgment, there's no ego. We're just hearing with the ears and practicing our very best postures. But they are our very best in each and every moment. That is part of what produces the very powerful effect this class can have. I don't care how many postures you complete today. Open it, don't force, don't struggle. Part of our motto around here is we want to squeeze all the juice out of the orange. Bring the leg as far forward as you can, engaging your core. Everybody looks real good here today, and you've been practicing really nicely. You want me to train you? Yes? Because that's got to start there. And reach forward and back. I can't train you if you don't want me to. So take a moment to square your hips and shoulders. Some of you need to bring the right shoulder back and left hip forward. It's kind of a difficult adjustment. Inhale up, look up, lift up. Called a hard end feel. I call it a hard stop. The body's just going to stop, not waiting for release at that point, but working that hard end feel. Every inhale, seeing if you can lift just a little more into your posture, staying in breath. Beautiful yoga practices. Keep your eyes off the floor. Hands and knees position. Try to keep your eyes off the floor, please. Engage your core. Bring your left arm forward and right leg back. Tammy, keep your eyes off the floor. I've been training you for 4 lifetimes now. Eyes, and so again, awareness on breath, control of breath. That's the priority of the class. Awareness of every breath you take would be the ideal, thinking of nothing at all. Eyes on drishti is the second most important principle of the class. The eyes don't wander, the mind doesn't wander. And bring it out to the side. Number 3 would be moving with the flow of the yoga class. Be present with what you're doing. But always your very best postures. Big muscle groups support strong postures as you lift into it, gazing mindlessly between the brows. Look at this beautiful, strong yoga room. And reach forward and back. Take that same moment. I move around you. You don't move around me. Square the hips and shoulders. Left shoulder back, right hip forward. A lot of you guys need to make that same adjustment here, including you, Allie. And inhale up, look up, lift up. Lots of experience in the room. Are you all right? Okay. Work the heart and feel. Jen, stay with me. Work that heart and feel. Hands and knees. That's all right. That's a tough hold there. You're lifting your body weight against gravity. Engage your core. Look into the mirror. Tuck the toes and press back to down dog. There's a gaze change as you're pressing back to between the big toes. Folks, there's nothing easy about that hold right there. You're just going to try right. Breathe into it. Use the breath for support. That's a big part of this process. So stretch your mat long right now. Hopefully you've all done a down dog before class. I would definitely have. And pivot to a plank. Look in the front of the yoga class. Down dog is an important posture out here. It's powerful and restorative. It's not just transitional. Left hand to center. Left knee on the ground under the hip. Stack the joints nicely. Look at the tip of the right thumb and rotate the right hand up. Technically, down dog is a resting posture. A very restorative, very active resting posture. Get a good footlock. You're doing so well. Get a good footlock for me. All the postures start from the ground up. This is good knee alignment. Good. So bring your head into my hand. Right back onto the wall. Feel it? And advance it if you want to advance it. Yoga teachers, if you're ever going to touch somebody's head, always tell them students don't like to have their tummies or their heads touched. How do I know this? Lots of classes. Lift into that feeling, fall back if you fall. Michael, give me some extension through your arm. Let's standardize that. And bring the foot down and hand up, look back up to the tip of the thumb, lift it into the posture, out of the bottom wrist. So you're lifting out of the bottom wrist, out of the bottom elbow. Bring your foot down, you're working too hard, Regina. Foot down, bring your foot down, hand up, stay there. And rotate to a plank, eyes in the front of the yoga room, engage your core. Right hand to center, right knee on the ground under the hip. Look at the tip of the left thumb, rotate the left hand up. I know I've said it a couple of times, but we really couldn't have a better yoga room this morning, folks. So the same thing here. You've got to bring your back onto the wall. So if you fall back. Lift up high on the wall, out of the joints. Try to get as much weight out of the knee as you can. If you fall back. Lift high on the wall, fall back if you fall. And advance the posture. And you've got to get your back on the wall before you pick your foot up. So you've got to get a good base before you're going to lift the leg. It's like the body's flat on a wall. Suzanne's got it. Why'd I let you guys hide back here? You too. Lift the leg up nice and high. I'm never going to try to move you guys. Don't worry. Bring the foot down and hand up. Look up to the thumb. You're very serious today, Pat. Lift through the left middle rib cage. Tip of the thumb, drishti. Yoga should always be practiced with a light heart. The more intense the technique, the lighter the heart we want. Rotate to a plank with your eyes in the front of the yoga class. Engage your core strength. Care about it. Lower to your first chaturanga of your yoga class. Just a pause. Up dog, inhale, wait for me. Down dog, exhale, roll over the toes, press back. And right back to your best down dog, stretching the mat long, reaching your heels to the floor. Wrapping the lats around to the chest, making your middle back nice and wide and engaging your chest muscles. Move the left foot to center, lock your right leg out and stretch back. Since a lot of you guys are anticipating it, okay. Bring your right knee to your nose or your forehead, round your back. Bring the left heel up. Inhale the right leg up and back, left heel to the floor. Bring it to your right elbow. Try to move on the breath count, but don't hurry. Inhale up and back, slow flow. Left heel, good three-legged dog. Left elbow across the body. Good three-legged dogs, guys. Inhale up and back. Come on back with me, everybody. It's just a three-legged dog is all you're doing right now. Bring the knee to the nose or forehead. Try to actually touch it. Round the back. Inhale up and back. Stretch back. Right elbow. Move with my flow, please. Inhale up and back. Left elbow across the body. Inhale up and back. And return the right foot to the left. Lock your left leg out. Just a nice three-legged dog is where we're going to start. Make it a bandha before you lift it up. Perfect hip position. I'm looking for nice hip alignment here. Lifting the leg without lifting the hip, the foot stays flat. Michael, that looks perfect. And bring the knee to nose or forehead. Round the back to do it. Engage your abs. Inhale up and back. Right heel to the floor. Stretch it back. And bring it to the left elbow on the breath count. Inhale up and back. Stretch back. Right elbow on the breath count. Inhale up and back. And just get that nice three-legged dog again. That's what we did on the other side. So if I take you by the ankle, rotate your hip down, and pull you back, I'm not going to bring you up any higher. Lift your hip up too, Sean. Just lift the leg, lift the hip, lift the leg, lift the hip, and bring it to your nose or forehead, round the back. Inhale up and back. This looks better already. Bring it to your left elbow. Inhale up and back. Bring it to the right elbow. Inhale up and back. And step up between the hands. Hold your elbows, standing hip width apart so you don't have to balance. Hold your elbows. Soften the knees up a lot if you need to so the back is flat as can be. We're not looking for straight legs and a round back. Soften your knees up a little bit. Almost everybody in this room should have soft knees right now. There's like maybe 2 of you, 3, 4, I guess 4. And they're the right 4 doing it. So at different days, your needs are different. What are your needs today? I'm presuming there's a reason that's wide. Let the hands slip away from the elbows. And on an inhale, begin your process of rounding up slow enough that you can feel each and every vertebra stack on top of the last. As efficiently, as effectively as you can do that. Take your time so the upper back and the neck stack nicely. When that happens, step the right foot back to left, toes and heels together. Top of the towel or mat, Tadasana. Have a nice smooth flow, good chaturangas, good up dogs, always good down dogs. Inhale the arms out, backing up over the head, touch the palms, look up, stretch. Swan dive slowly. So you want to be at the top of the towel or mat right now so the hands come to the sides of the feet. Inhale, halfway lift, look into the front mirror, keep the eyes off the floor. Step or jump back and lower slowly. You don't want to walk your hands up and down the mat there, folks. Up dog, pull as far forward as you can. Look back, hold it and breathe, hold it and breathe. If this is too much, immediately bend the elbows and bring the thighs onto the floor. Otherwise, everybody, bring the thighs onto the floor. I know I usually tell you not to, but let them splay wide. Give your sacrum some space. Let them really splay nice and wide. And pull your body forward. So feel the weight of the thighs on the floor. If that isn't healthy, soften the elbows up. And exhale, roll over the toes. No lowering the chest. Some students in the class lower the chest and do a little push-up. If we hold the up dog, we never want to do that. A series, soften the knees, look out ahead of you. Step, jump, float if you can float. Halfway lift, lengthens the spine, look forward. Deeper 2, forward, fold. Inhale, come up, flat back, so it's chin away from chest up, look up. And swan dive, chin away from chest up and down, keeping the upper back flat. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine, release the sacrum. Palms flat, step or jump back to a plank, eyes off the floor. So where you're looking is important. Come on down, eyes off the floor. Up dog, inhale, that's your model right there. Down dog, exhale. A lot of the training here really does happen monkey see, monkey do. The quality of practice in the yoga class is just so strong and technically correct that new students just learn to do it right. One more A series today. Soften the knees. Look out ahead of you. Don't worry, we're not doing 108. Step, jump, or float between the hands. So it was fun. Halfway lift. Try to stay in flow. Look forward. Deeper to forward bend. Inhale up. Chin away from chest. Look up. So I'm looking up the whole way. And swan dive. Up and down. Chin away from chest. Flat back. Soften your knees a lot. Halfway lift. Move with my flow. Step or jump back. Listen to the flow as you lower slowly. Just like our cat-cow, you can hear it. Up dog, inhale. Downward dog. Y'all make this look easy. And your best down dog. Always your best. Soften the knees. Look out ahead of you. Step or jump between the hands. Halfway lift, look forward, lengthen. To deeper forward bend. Chair pose. It's really not a chair pose, it's fierce pose. Utkatasana. So it's like you've got a basketball team, so I want you to imitate these. Sit down, spread your fingers, look up, lift up. Sean, beautiful. You've got a nice practice. So if it's healthy for you, I want a big cobra spine or back bend in the posture. If that's not healthy for your sacrum or your neck or your shoulders, then we can modify it. But traditionally, a big cobra spine, pushing the butt back. That's a duck butt. Lift the chest a little bit higher. Beautiful. Nice, Regina. And fold smoothly. Move with your exhale. Cat-cow flow. Halfway lift, look forward. Step or jump back all together on an exhale. It's one exhale like a wave. Up dog. Don't hurry. Don't hurry to do it. Down dog. Exhale. Good flow. Inhale the right leg up. Lunge the right foot. Drop the left heel. Inhale the warrior one. Exhale warrior two. Beautiful. We just did that because the flow is so nice. Open that right up. So play with the band. If you think I'm talking to you, I am. So I don't want you to think. That's why the flow is so important. I don't want there to be any self-talk at all. You hear open, it's boom. Yes, sir, open. Boom. Squeeze the heels together. Lock the back left leg. Straight operational command is what we like around here. Turn your palms up and reach forward over the right leg. Continue to pull and squeeze the heels. David, your practice has come a long way in the few weeks that you've been here. I think you're feeling it. And reverse the posture. It's just a different standard. Stay in your front leg, and I'm going to train you. The knees pointing over the toes. It's not bowing in, so watch your knee. Come on into the front leg, knee over toes. Stay there. Make it beautiful for a moment. Get a nice tight squeeze in the base. Like Bikram standing half moon that we were going to do and are not. Feel that here. The reach down the right side, the compression down the left cloud. That's beautiful. And cartwheel to a plank. And lower with your exhale. There's no time to sit there thinking. Up dog, there's also no hurry. Down dog, over the toes you go. So you do have a little advantage. You know what you're going to do because you just did it. As you're coming into the warrior one on the inhale, think about the hip alignment. When I'm stepping into warrior one, my arms are locked out. I'm thinking about the palms coming together. And as my arms are coming up, I'm flattening the back with the movement of my arms. So one vertebra at a time, the back is getting flat until the palms come together tightly. Inhale the left leg up. Let's all do that. Lunge the left foot, drop the right heel. Warrior one, inhale. Palms tight from the elbows. Warrior two, just open it right up, please. Boom. That's it. That was an enthusiastic opening, Richard. I like your energy. Lock your game is what I like about it. Lock the back right leg. Squeeze the heels. Look at these big, beautiful warrior twos. So much better warrior twos on this side. Space out of elbows always. Turn your palms up and reach forward over the left leg. Keep pulling back on the left heel. So again, if you have tight hips, there's just things you have to be aware of. Knee kind of wants to bow in here. Come on back with me, Jen. Come on, get back with me. Eyes in the mirror. Stay with your work. And reverse the posture. Stay in this leg. Stay in this leg. Make it beautiful. Reach, so the alignment. It starts with a solid base, right? And then it's that alignment. Shoulders on the wall. It's full extension through the left arm. So you're really reaching the space down the left side of the body. Reaching the compression down the right. This is an absolutely perfect example of the posture. Also, Kelsey. And cartwheel to a plank. Also beautiful, beautiful, and beautiful. Lower slowly. I'd like a little cleaner transition there, please. Up dog. So simple. Down dog. Back over the toes you go. Kriya Yoga. It's all about the work. That's what that means to me. It's all about the work. You're doing something. You're not closing your eyes and asking something or someone else to do something for you. You're doing the work. Yoga is not religion. It's a spiritual practice. It's a different thing. Again, you're doing something. Let's stay simple. Warrior 1 to 3. Inhale the right leg up. Lunge the right foot. Drop the left heel. Warrior 1. We've got a really nice flow. Try to stay with it. Warrior 3. Same breath count. So ideally, with an experienced room, we've got that same breath count here that we had in our warrior 1 to 2. Lift and lengthen. Let's see best warrior 3. Short hold, lift and lengthen, arms up. Warrior 1, step back. Warrior 2, open, boom. Palms up, reach forward over the right leg. Don't hurry, find the flow. Reverse the posture with your exhale. We don't do this often. And cartwheel to a plank, lowering all in the same exhale if you can to chaturanga. Up dog, inhale, slow flow now. Down dog, exhale. Nice job. So we just really changed the pace, and you guys did a great job with it. So on the breath count, inhale the left leg up. Tight postures, please. Lunge the left foot, drop the right heel. Inhale, warrior one, look up. Lift and reach, warrior three. Don't think about it, just hit the ball, throw the ball. Play the guitar, arms up. We practice so that we can do it, and we don't have to think about it when we do it. Lift the leg up and stretch out, arms up. Your very best warrior three. That's beautiful today, Steve. Leg up, engage it, engage it, and engage it. Step back, your hip alignment's good, the foot position's really good. Open up, warrior two. Palms up, reach forward, there's an inhale. Reverse with exhale. And cartwheel back to a plank with your eyes in the front of the yoga room. Lower slowly. Inhale. Exhale. It's called the 17 breath B series, and we don't do it very often because it's designed to produce heat. Bring your feet a little bit wider, just so your sacrum gets a little space. It's going to be healthier for your body. All right, we're all evened up, aren't we? You know what? That was so much fun. Let's have a nice tight flow, please. We're going to do that same sequence again, not the warrior two part, but the warrior 1 to 3. Just like warrior 1 to 2. Keep it simple. Keep your body strong. Don't compromise the integrity of the warrior 1. Just bring it horizontal. Inhale the right leg up. It's going to be a short hold. Lunge the right foot. Drop the left heel. Inhale. Make it tight. Don't compromise it. Exhale. Lift and reach. If you're pushing, make it effective. This is going to be a short hold. Your very best warrior 3. Lift the leg and lengthen. Foot flat. Warrior 1, step back. Turn it into a lunge. Heel up, hip forward. Hands come to shoulder width. Feet should be hip width right now. All right. So we want to balance in these transitions low where an ice skater would move from. Not that I know anything about that, but this is where we're going to move from. Not high. You're going to lose your balance. By the way, I really appreciate your daughter. Lock the left leg out. Bring the heel up. Georgia looked great over the last week. Bring the prayer to the heart. Is this your best lunge? So I don't want you to be in a hurry to do anything else. Suzanne's practicing her very best lunge right now. Engaged and present with what you're doing. How do I know? Because I know Michael also. Look at this. Beautiful postures, guys. That's all we're doing. But really squeeze the left leg. Sit down a little bit lower. I like to see the knee come over the toes, folks, if you have a healthy knee here. When I was a kid, we'd bring it way over the toes. Left knee to 1 inch off the ground and hold it. Just 3 pumps. And squeeze it and burn it and lock it. 1 inch off the ground and hold it. We're just doing 3 pumps, no tricks. Squeeze it and burn it and lock it. Why? Because you can. 1 inch off the ground and hold it. Squeeze it and burn it and lock it. Inhale your hands up. Onto that all the way. Hands on the floor with exhale, moving forward on the same exhale to chaturanga. Don't hurry though. Up dog, it's flow, it's not haste. Down dog, over the toes you go. And best down dog. Ready, set. Inhale the left leg up. Make this tight, guys. Lunge the left foot, drop the right heel. Inhale, strong warrior 1. Exhale, don't think, do it. Lift and reach. You know it's going to be a short hold. Core strength is not just the front part of the body, it's the back part of the body. You're using core strength in the back part of the body and it'll lift and lengthen. That's it. That's all you're doing. Warrior 1. Make it nice, please. Where are you supposed to be looking? Turn it into a lunge. It's called Anjaneyasana. Heel up, hip forward, squaring the hips to the front of the yoga space. That was better in transition, folks. Get your hands up. Smile at yourself in the front mirror as you watch yourself suffer. Folks, don't look away from it. Own it. Prayer to the heart. Bond to the back leg all the way. Perfect. Perfect. Hips a little better. I'm so picky with you. Just hold it. Burn the back leg. Sit a little lower. Let the knee come forward. Not anticipating anything right now as your yoga. Being present in the hold with the breath and with the drishti. And right knee to 1 inch off the ground and hold it. It's just 3 pumps. And if it's not healthy, you don't do it. And squeeze it and burn it. Lock it. Make it burn on the locks. 1 inch off the ground and hold. Stay in your breath for support. Don't let the eyes wander. Don't let the mind wander. Lock the right leg all the way. Squeeze it tight. Against the bone, squeeze the muscle. 1 inch off the ground, last hold here. And burn it. Lock it. Good lock. Square the hips. 4 bandhas. Inhale your hands up. Hands on the floor. Move down and forward. You're trying to balance too high, David? Lower slowly with that exhale, guys. Up dog, inhale. You're just trying to balance too high. Down dog, exhale. Again, we want to move in transitions where a soft style martial artist or an ice skater or a skater would move from, that lower abdomen. Always keeping a low center of gravity. Soft style martial arts are actually really cool, but you have to spend decades to make them even close to effective. True. Triangle pose. Inhale the right leg up. Let's keep it simple. Lunge the right foot, left heel 45. Straighten both legs. Lift, lengthen, rotate, open. I teach what's effective. Simple is effective to me. I would like to see the right side of the body parallel to the floor. So this is the one that your dad called the cops on you about. Grab the ankle. Get your foot straight. So start with foot position. Get your foot nice and straight. Now you're going to look up to me. Look up to, spread your fingers, get some energy in it. And I'm going to pull you towards me like this. Feel that? Now reach a little lower as you lift the chest. Reach lower on your ankle and lift the chest. And rotate into the wall and look at your thumb and smile. Does that feel different? And rotate the left hand down. We're going to do that with all the postures. Lift the chest, diminish the stance. It's tough to do in the class. So square the hips off. I want to be able to put a glass of water in your sacrum and not have it spill. Square your hips better, please. Take your right ankle with the left hand and reach up. The people in our community that do this posture the best are in the yoga room right now. Tuck the shoulder under. It's a tricky one. To me, it's nice, Molly. So tuck. Everybody looks good. Nice work, Steve. Bring the chin into the shoulder and reach out of the bottom shoulder. So try to push away and tuck it under and reach up and get that full extension up. And rotate the right hand down. Some beautiful holds in rotated triangle, folks. Lift the balancing airplane pose. Yep, you just did it, didn't you? Very similar, but you're looking at the floor this time. So get hip alignment, please. Foot flat. Thank you. Good correction. How'd you know I was talking to you? Open to half moon. Imagine that. You heard clearly. Open all. Own it. You got to own it. Don't be careful, Michael. Care. Don't be careful. Care. Throw the ball. Lift your chest up. Find your razor's edge. And own it. Nice. Airplane. Michael, beautiful. I'm hoping you got that. Rotate today. Keep the chest lifted. Yep, you're working hard. You're lifting your body weight against gravity right now. Continue to lift it. Airplane pose. Airplane. Michael, nice. You recovered really nicely. Warrior 1, right foot forward. Warrior 2, exhale. Just boom. You're in Warrior 2 now. Make it big, make it beautiful. Right elbow to the inside of the right knee. Push the knee back with the elbow. I'm going to give you a little different instructions today. If you are capable of binding the posture, bind it. If you want to half bind it, you can as well. But if you are someone that can bind it, go for the bind today. You can bind it. I got a couple of people that can bind it that are not. You can bind it. And step up if you're bound. Look at the floor and step up. Bring the left, only if you have a bound posture. Step the left foot up to the right and then stand up. It's called an easy bird of paradise. Lift your chest up. Don't get stuck there. So don't get stuck in the mud. Lift your chest. And when you're up and have a base extend, stay in your posture. Regina, beautiful hold. Stay right there, guys. Breath is your support. Big muscle groups are your support. Try to stay away from the self-talk. Extend your leg. You can do it. Chest up, chest up. Nice. Come out one step at a time from your easy bird. Extend if you're half bound. Don't hurry, easy bird. Everybody come to Warrior 2. Yes, it's a tough hold here, guys. Be tough in it. Not callous tough. Mentally tough. And cartwheel to a plank. That's a nice yoga class. Lower, slow exhale. Move forward. Don't hurry. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Guys, just excellent work from everybody in the room right now. Hero pose. Why? Or legs crossed. Don't hurt your knees. Ground the hands over the knees. Close your eyes for a moment. So hero, feet, knees, heels together. Hips on the heels. The hands round over the knees. The arms locked so the spine is straight and the shoulders are relaxed. Relax your shoulders, please. Really let them be soft. Your job is to make your breath relaxed, normal to less than normal. And if you're able to do that, your job is to make the breath as slow and shallow as you can. But we're not forcing it to do anything. We're using our imaging process to slow it. What does it feel like when the breath is slow and shallow and relaxed? Not what does the mind think it feels like. What does it feel like when the breath is slow and shallow and relaxed? Now you're going to stay right here and let the body practice the asana. Open the eyes. Find a drishti immediately. Come to down dog. Stay grounded, please. Stay right where you were. Stay in that space. Stretch your mat long. Be a witness to your yoga practice. Be a witness to your very best yoga practice, though. Triangle on the left. Inhale the left leg up. Lunge the left foot, right heel 45. Straighten both legs as you lift. Lengthen. So you're lifting high on the wall. Again, I don't see a lot of people fall back at us, but that would be the correct fall. If you're at a fifth fall, falling back would be the correct fall. And yeah, this is a balancing posture. You've got to focus. It can be a little tricky. David, I want you to start reaching your hand down lower on your leg, just a little bit at a time, keeping your back flat by lifting the chest. Commit to the gaze. So you're going to balance better when you commit to your gaze. You've got to get your eyes on your drishti, so look up to the tip of the thumb. Drishtis are going to be really important for you. And rotate the right hand down. Keep the chest lifted. Drishtis are key. Square the hips and shoulders. The stance will want to diminish as you're doing it. Diminish it as needed. Lift the chest. Take the left ankle with the right hand and reach straight up. The stance can get a little bit wider there, especially people with tight hips. I'm seeing really good footwork here. I'm looking to be critical right now with you guys, and I'm really seeing nice footwork everywhere. Good setup. Perfect. So you can get out of that bottom shoulder a little bit more, lifting straight up. So you're trying to bring your back onto the wall again here. Both shoulders, beautiful and beautiful. Commit to the gaze, and it's going to open you up more if you commit to the gaze to the thumb. And rotate the left hand down. Move into balancing airplane pose. Yeah, we're having fun now. Open onto the wall, high onto the wall. Pat, do no harm. I don't know what's going on with you today, but do no harm. Open high onto the wall. Lift your chest up, not reaching to the floor. And you can just hold the airplane if you want to. Come back to airplane. You can just hold the airplane if you want to, folks. It's a tough hold. Rotate. Holding the airplane is not an easy hold. Looking at the floor, rotating the body, lifting the leg, lifting the chest and arm. Airplane. Stay in your airplane. Be tough here, everybody. Warrior 1, step back. Don't think. Warrior 2, open arms over legs. Knee over ankle. Tracking around. Lift your arms up. Give me some more space out of your arms. More. Sit down into a good base. And bring the left elbow to the inside of the left knee. Look up, reach up. Get a nice solid base here, folks. So stay in the big muscle group. Stay in the breath. If you bound it or half bound it, do it again here. And we're going to keep the shoulder up. We want to do to one side what we did to the other. And if you did step up and stand up, look at the floor, and it's different stages. First you step up, right foot to left. Then you stand up, still looking at the floor. And when you're all the way up and can maintain the Tadasana, then you extend the leg. But you don't try to extend the leg until you have the base. It's really important. Wherever you are in the posture, lifting the chest, big muscle groups, and breath, supporting a strong yoga posture. Not struggling, present. But again, that mental toughness here. Let's say indifference. Easy bird, start easing out. Extend, you're bound. Come back to warrior 2. Nice and strong together. Don't hurry out of the easy birds, please. Big, strong. Squeeze the heels, lift the chest, engage core bond as warrior 2. Easy. And cartwheel to a plank. Nice. Lower, slow exhale, move forward, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Up dog inhale, down dog exhale. Y'all are just working hard today, folks. That's all. Settle in. Lunging the right leg, inhale the right leg up. Lunge the right foot, stay on the ball of the left, bring the hands straight up, shoulder width, like you're bringing a basketball right up in front of you. Look in the front mirror. There's no gaze change to the ceiling the way I teach this posture. There are different ways to teach these postures. It's all good, kind of. And bring the prayer to the heart. Keep your left heel up as long as you're doing no harm. I guess it's all good. Look over your right shoulder. Bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Do not drop the left hip or thigh. Push with your right hand, strength center of the hands. Commit to the gaze up to the ceiling. So everybody commit to the gaze. This is all we're doing because there's only a couple of y'all that should be binding it. And I think you get a better twist here. Great hip opener. Look at these solid bases. Beautiful. Again, here, this is really good today. Really, really good. So inhales, create space. Go a little bit deeper. Keep your base strong. Yes, you're working hard right now. Continue to. Good job keeping your eyes not moving, David. Lift the chest to come back to center. Keep the back leg locked. Keep a low center of gravity. You have such strong legs. Bring your heel up. Squeeze your left leg. Inhale your hands up together. Move with me. Hands on the floor, moving down and forward to chaturanga. Stay with me, everybody. Up dog inhale. Down dog exhale. If you did the right leg, best down dog, please. Best down dog. Not off to the races ever. Always get that good base. If you did the right leg, do the left leg. Inhale the left leg up. Just move with me and don't think. Lunge the left foot. Bring the hands straight up with inhale. So very much like our warrior one, you're flattening the back as the arms. Going to wrap the lats around. Make that nice socket for the shoulders to sit in. You've got a great yoga practice. Bring the prayer to the heart. Sit into a low center of gravity with your chest lifted. Look over the left shoulder. Bring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Do not drop the right hip or thigh. Center the hands to heart and push. Body follows the eyes is a principle around here. So look up. Use the range of motion that's healthy for you in the neck. Chin all the way into the shoulder if you can, but push with the left hand. Centering the hands to the heart. Tucking the right shoulder under like our other reverse twists we've done. David, nice. Lock the back right leg, keep a low center of gravity, and lift the chest to come back to a center position. Sit into a low center of gravity. You've got to keep the back leg locked in transition, folks. Stay there. Make a nice solid base, please. Inhale your hands up. Breathe through your nose. Hands on the floor. Move down and forward to chaturanga together. Up dog. Down dog. Hoo-wah. Soften the knees, coil a spring, look out ahead of you. Step, jump, or float between the hands. Yes, I know. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deeper fold. Come up, inhale, A series, chin away from chest, just come up. Prayer to the heart. Arms to your side. Eagle pose. Inhale the arms over that Garudasana, not Rasana. Exhale the right arm under the left arm. I don't know where Bikram got that. Arms down, elbows down. Sit down deep into a chair pose. Lift the chest up. Push your buttocks back behind you. And bring the right leg up and over the left leg. Do no harm. Where's your work? So sit down a little bit lower. If you can sit down lower, it's going to be easier to wrap the foot and easier to balance both. So we're creating a low center of gravity by sitting into the posture, pushing your buttocks back, lifting the chest. The balance wants to be high. We've got to create that low center of gravity here. Not a big deal if the foot wraps or not. Don't make it a big deal. And change. Come back up. Nice. Inhale the arms up. Long arms looking forward. Left arm under the right arm. Arms down, elbows down. Tighten your tourniquet and sit down deep. Push your buttocks back behind you. Low center of gravity, chest up, and left leg up and over the right leg. Easing your way into the asana. It's like you're coiling a spring. As you're sitting down, the knees are coming to the left. So you lift your chest up, and you just got tight hips from everything else you do, so just know that. Chest up. Don't move your shoulders. Don't move your shoulders. And change. Come back up. Inhale the arms up. Nice, long arms. Relax your arms down to your side. If you'd like to do standing bow today, you should be in standing pose right now. If you don't own a resting posture, this will be your last standing posture of the day, of the class, I should say. You're thinking about doing it, so let's do it. I hear all that. Left hand reaches to the ceiling, right elbow on the right hip, palm facing up. Bring the right hand back behind you. Pick up the right ankle from the inside without twisting the wrist. Squeeze all the juice out of the orange without struggling. Open your shoulders first. Just lift your chest up and reach forward and kick back. Standing straight up, you try to create a big back bend. Like an archer pulling a bow back. Make the right side of the body vanish behind the left. So we're opening the hip for most people. And then drive it forward. If you've got really deep standing bone, you do it a lot, you've got to keep the hip down and get some space out of the bottom hip, or you're going to get repetitive stress. There's 2 or 3 people in this room that applies to. But otherwise, open the hip, open the shoulder, kick so hard you can only fall back, and lift the chest to come forward. And reach for your base. We lift the chest to come forward. Standing pose. Never dropping the chest in the standing bow. Left hand reaches to the ceiling. Stand up, you can do this. Right elbow on the right hip, palm up. Excuse me. Bring the left hand back behind you. Pick up the ankle from the inside. Touch your knees together. And open the shoulders first. Breathe through your nose and just do it. Own it. Kick back, reach forward. Open that up, Suzanne. Don't be afraid of it. Guys, you can't be careful. You've got to care. Open the bow up. Throw the ball. Don't get tight and not throw it. Let it go. Kick and reach and lift the chest. Let the energy channels open in the body. Not resistance to it, but deep in posture. Not caring if you fall. Trying to find your razor's edge and maintain it today. And come out nicely. Lift and reach for base. Nice. Stay there. Standing pose. I was going to do a second set, but dead body pose. Enough's enough. Let's have a nice transition into dead body pose. I'm really not a fan of a water break here. We want to get you into dead pose as efficiently as possible, especially for my teachers and my future teachers. What's the quality of this yoga posture? Do you know how to practice yoga in this yoga posture? That's not derogatory. It's just, do you know how to practice yoga in this yoga posture? If you want your eyes open, find a drishti. I'd prefer you close your eyes, not drifting off or spacing out. Stand very present with your breath. And just with the intent to be in a yoga posture, to be closer than breath, to be nearer than near, to be settled and still. So the trick is intent, consent, and just a complete surrender. We don't try to be still. We're still from process, not effort. I'd like y'all to feel the dust settling right now in the room. Like a wave over a pond. It's just stilling. With every exhale, it gets more and more still. So it just looks like glass in there. Your eyes are closed. Open your eyes. Find a drishti. Breath is number 1. Drishti is number 2. Inhale the arms over the head. Flex your feet back. Cross the thumbs. Dive for the toes. Double pump, double exhale. Forehead to the knees. And lie down on your stomach, please. Cobra series. Very Bikram based. Lock your legs, hands under the shoulders. That's not a dirty word. Bikram yoga is not a dirty thing. Bikram is. Name Bikram yoga is not. On inhale, squeeze your legs and inhale up. Look up, lift up. This is absolutely Bikram-based yoga. Anytime you get in the hot yoga room, it's Bikram-based yoga. Push the feet into the floor. Pull the elbows back. There are rules. The rules change. It's kind of an alternate universe. So lift with the lower back. Squeeze. Pull the elbows back to engage your low back, everybody. Where's your cobra's tail? Make your cobra's tail. And come down slowly. Left ear on the ground to look right. This is eyes are open, the complete left ear on the ground, feeling the weight of the head. So this is where you really want to squeeze all the juice out of the orange, giving 100% to your floor series. To Bikram, the yoga really starts on the floor. Chin flat on the floor, hands under the shoulders, lock your legs out. Bring the heels of the hands to the hips. Squeeze the legs tightly, and on inhale, push your chest up and lift your thighs up. Push hard with your triceps, shoulders and elbows the same height. Lock your legs, get a full extension. So squeeze your cobra's tail. This is good. Push up a little higher if your shoulders are below your elbows. Everything up but pelvic girdle right now, and hands, everybody. Where's your cobra's tail? Both of you guys, squeeze, squeeze. Okay, that's it. And come down slow. That's hard stop. Right ear on the ground. Look left. You two have very similar practice. Chin flat on the floor. You already know that, I think. Pick up the hips, bring the arms beneath the body. Palms are down, elbows all the way into the body. Makes for a real nice class when you have that collective energy together. Relax the left leg, lock the right leg, and pick up the locked right leg. Just one leg at a time, Val. Don't do it if you don't do it if it's not healthy. Squeeze the leg, bond it, and bring the right leg down. Relax the right leg, lock the left leg, and pick up the locked left leg. And again, solid one piece like a lamp post. Squeezing the leg. There we go. and bring it down. Bury the face in the towel. Move the hands closer to the knees, elbows closer towards each other. So try to get your elbows under the body. Even that's the whole posture. It's a big deal. We don't want to blow your elbows out here. Lock the legs, squeeze them tightly, and on inhale, push with your upper back strength. Bring both legs together up off of the ground. Push hard. Push, push, push. Nice, Michael. Cobra's tail, and push. Breathe and push. Nice, Sean. Breathe and push. Up, John. Go, 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 go. Everybody up, Allie. Down slow with control. To left ear on the ground. To look right. To dead body pose. Eyes open. Go into the breath. Eventually, it's not really into the breath. It's we go through the breath. We use the breath to get to a consciousness that's deeper than breath. Self-talk is not deeper than breath. It's shallow, superficial thought, all that chatter. It's not deep consciousness at all. We want to transcend all that chatter. And you can't resist it, or it just gives it more power. It's a different place we learn to go to. Chin flat on the floor, hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Lock your arms out, lock your legs out. Bring your arms high, squeeze the legs together, and on inhale, look up and lift up. It's a very recent thing in my yoga practice, really, to see it this way, but really, we just want to learn to stop talking back. Lift up. If the chatter's there, that's all right. That's the nature of the left side of the brain. Stop talking back. Bring the arms out to the side, squeeze the legs, and lift up, unless it's useful, right? Hands out in front of you, shoulder width, feet come to hip width. The intellect's here to serve us. We don't serve it. Inhale, look up, lift up, lift up. It's a fabulous tool. Everybody up. Everything about pelvic girdle. Inhale up and down slowly. Right ear on the ground and let it go. Don't hold on to it. Your face should be soft. The jaw's relaxed like the mouth is full of water. Claudia doesn't like it when I say that because it makes me think of drinking water. Chin flat on the floor. Bend the knees. Bring the heels to the hips. Grab your feet. Thumbs with the fingers. Let's get some nice bows here, guys. 100% right now. This is where you're going to squeeze all the juice out of the orange. Press the lower abdomen into the floor, and on inhale, kick. Kick back to kick up. So my dialogue is kick up. Bikram says kick back. You're kicking back to kick up is the truth. But bring the weight forward into the pelvic girdle. So I want you to point your toes to the front of the mirror and then kick up, 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 up. All point them to the mirror all the way. Now kick, 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 kick. Can I pick your knees up higher? Beautiful, Regina. And down slowly, left ear on the ground. Look right. Right into dead pose. Don't struggle. No process to it. Just surrender. Heavy. Present. Aware of breath. And not much more would be the ideal. Chin flat on the floor. If you'd like to do a variation, that is fine with me if you know what you're doing. Otherwise, same posture. Feet, knees, heels 6 inches. Bring the knees. A lot of y'all need to bring your knees a little bit closer. I like the way you're working, Sean. And inhale, kick. Kick, kick, kick. Kick it up, pick it up. You guys are trading off. So pelvic girdle up, weight forward in the belly if you're doing the version we just did. If you're doing the opposite version, you're kicking to the back wall. It's thighs and knees on the floor. It's a totally different posture. If it brings it into the upper back when we do the second variation. Everybody looks good. Lift it up, kick it up, pick it up, and come down slowly to right ear on the ground to look left to dead body pose. Happy baby. Roll over onto your back. Nice and hot here. Let's get into the hips, create some space in sacrum. Bottoms of the feet are flat to the ceiling with the ankle joints stacking over the knee joints. Grab your feet, hands inside. I teach the posture with your hand gripping inside. The reason for that is it's so much more likely that the feet are going to move one direction than the other with tight hips. We don't want to bow in. Bowing in is the path of least resistance, but really pull to the floor and kick into your hands, flattening the entire spine. Base of the neck should be on the floor. If you're feeling this in your thighs and hips, that you're tight, really common. If you can kick and pull that energy into the floor, sometimes we can bring it into the sacrum, even if you have tight hips. Are you just feeling this in your hips, Hannah, and thighs? Okay. And release the tension first from the posture, all that running you do. Dead body pose, palms up, eyes open. "100%, folks. Here we go. Inhale the arms over the head, flex your feet back, cross the thumbs, dive for the toes, double pump, double exhale. If it's new to you, learn to settle into that stillness we just had. Come to the top of the towel, stand on the knees, camel pose. If you've got knee stuff going on, you can do a wheel pose. A couple of y'all bridge would be all right. It's not a huge back bend. Lift through the thighs, bring your knees a little bit wider. I want to even wider. I want to give your sacrum some space. You could be a little wider too. So lift through the thighs, draw your low abs in, look back and inhale into your yoga posture. Bikram wants, there's that word again. Bikram wants you to draw the lower abs in as you inhale into the chest, as you go back into the back bend. If you get used to doing it, it's actually kind of comfortable. Reach back when your yoga teacher tells you to. Wait for your yoga teacher to tell you to. Keep your eyes open, folks. A couple of you closing your eyes. Push your hips forward. Hips forward. So if you slip off your heels, you'll pop forward. Hips forward. Everybody, hips forward. You got to bring your hips way forward. And come back up supported. I'm watching you. Don't worry. Sit back, hips to heels. Dead body pose. Make this a clean transition. Eyes open. Be present. Save the effect for our last dead pose. One more back bend. Let's keep moving here. Wheel pose if you do a wheel pose. If you want to do the camel, that's fine. This should be the deepest back bend that's safe and healthy for you that you can do right now. So if you've got a back bend in you, stop thinking about it and do it. If you don't, own the resting posture. It's that simple. Own the resting posture. In bridge pose, you really want to push your hips up and like I'm pulling your middle ribs forward in the mirror, drive your chest forward. So it's chest to chin in bridge. And in wheel pose, some of you can walk them up a little tighter, eventually getting the shoulders all the way over the elbows. Michael, can you walk that up a little tighter? I'm not sure if you're at your hard stop or not. I can't tell by looking at all. So tension, hips forward, chest up in your camel. Hips up, chest forward. And come back up in your wheel. Or down. And dead pose. Dead pose. Please let it go. Back release. Go into the stillness. It's all about the dead pose. This yoga is practiced in a very hot yoga room. It's effective. Whatever the environment is, it does not need to be a hot room. Practice our yoga. We've done it in different environments over the last 20 plus years. The heat's nice, able to transcend a little deeper, go a little deeper. It gives us something to pull against, right? Something to transcend. Something to not struggle against. Come into shoulder stand pose. Again, Kriya Yoga is all about surrender. So the heat helps us to surrender, is really the truth of it. And opens up the muscles and tendons so we can get a little deeper and detoxes the body. There's all kinds of benefits from the heat. But it's really the discipline of practicing the heat that we're looking for, that surrender, that discipline. Plow pose, halasana, Bikram yoga should be practiced in a hot environment. It's really not healthy to do Bikram yoga if you don't have a hot room. So if you're practicing at home, get a nice hot environment. Walk your feet forward. This power yoga is a little bit different though. We're creating our own heat. And come down for twisted pose. If you want to come into a seated twist position, that is just fine. Otherwise, supine on your back. Right knee comes into the chest, left leg down, and twist. Bring the right knee across the body to the ground on the left side of the body. Stacking the hip joints and reaching with the right hand. You can do an eagle wrap, reverse eagle wrap. So you're going to have to square. I move around. Bring the shoulder back. Bring the hand back a little further. So you can bring the shoulder back. Inhale's creating space like you're bringing water into a wash rag. Exhale's going deeper, reaching, guiding the knee down, taking up that space. And come back to center position. Get a little back release on that side. And then bring the left knee up, pull the left knee to the shoulder. And bring it across the body. There you go. There you go. You heard me. Your hand's closer to the body. I like that. So again, inhale is creating space. Valerie, bring your knee to the ground a little more. Take a big inhale and pull your knee. Let the shoulder come up a little bit and pull the knee down. You feel that at all? And come back to center position. Okay, you say so. Get a little back release here. Come back to center, Michael. This is the most important part. transition in your yoga class, dead body pose. Make it a clean transition, dead body pose. Ideally, I really don't want to have to say anything here but dead body pose. We've already had a good one. Process, not effort. Everything you've completed is just designed to prepare you for this posture right now. So like you haven't done anything, like you're not going to do anything, like you just came here to lie in dead body pose. Seated in the heart, not in the head. Take a long, slow inhale through the nose. Make the lungs as big and uncomfortably full as you can hold them. Everybody, big, full lungs. Jen, arms at your side. Arms at your side. Let go and fall. Totally surrender. Fall into the exhale, into the breath, and into the self. For most of us, yoga is really all about losing ego, folks. The ego is a false self that we learn. It's not real. Yeah, we all have it. But it's the stillness, the higher consciousness that we're interested in yoga. The real self. Namaste.